Navy Tails going to throw in for SAU. Finds Garrett in the corner for three. It splashes in for Cedric Garrett. But here's Williams Dunn. Picked up by Hammond. Martin to Haynes up top. Here's Dunlap driving right, going up. Oh, what a rejection there by Greg Hammond Jr. Fly coming out of nowhere, rejecting Dunlap's shot at the rim.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Chris. I've seen Kobe Dunlap slashing the basket a lot more than usual. Looked like he was going to have a clean look, but Gregory Hammond Jr., right place at the right time. Beautiful defensive effort.
Caldwell, great rebound there, snatching that one away. Here's Hammond. Looking for Caldwell. Caldwell looking for a teammate. Gets it to Garrett. Here's Hammond, guarded by Williams Dunn. Here's Ray. Ray spinning, can't finish, and Williams Dunn picks up the rebound. Here's Haynes, going right at the defense and scores inside. Tyler Haynes in his last game here at Bill Vining Arena has 12 points. Ray out to Garrett. Three ball, rims in and out. Here's good inside-outside work for the Mule Riders. A little miscommunication by Williams Dunn, just trying to tap it out to Dunlap. And now we're going to have our first media timeout of the second half. Riders have had their way with Ouachita. Ouachita has kind of flirted with a comeback at various moments in this game, but as soon as they cut it down to single digits, the Mule Riders come surging back and break their hearts. Here's Hammond. Ray posting up on Snyder. 23 against 23. Air ball, too strong, and it's going to be Ouachita basketball.
Well, Chris, you asked me about keys to success down the stretch, and that is you've got to find a way to neutralize Carroll Ray Jr. That time, the Tiger defense did just that, forced him into an awkward mid-range shot. Tigers are going to need more possessions like that going down the stretch if they want to continue this comeback effort.
And Knox loses the ball, but he will be fouled. It's going to be a reach-in on Ray.
Just the first foul of the half for the Mule Riders as a team, as they played relatively clean over the first roughly 5 minutes.
Well, and just a second foul by Ray. I think Ouachita would love it if he got into some foul trouble, as he has been single-handedly devastating the Tigers. As Belton has it up top, here's Knox. Knox, nice hesitation inside, tough finish, can't get it to go, but he will be heading to the charity stripe. Well, Knox has definitely got great ability at the inside-outside game. He already has 4 triples in this ball game. But he's also been able to finish inside and get to the free throw line. He's missed his only free throw of the game. Does knock that one down. Knox, one of the top free throw shooters in the Great American Conference. He's number 2 in the conference free throw percentage, just under 89% as he goes 2 of 2. He's also number 18 in the country of Division II basketball in free throw percentage. Here's the pitch. Now that's going to be a strike that time, so we're sitting with a full count. Nobody on base, but 1 out.
Familiar situation for Melton. Last time she was able to force a hit and a ground out for the Lady Tigers. Can she do that here or even get a strikeout?
Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss.
And that is number 3 on the day for Melton. That is 3 strikeouts in just 2 innings so far, and she has another chance to get 1 more here with the final out of the inning.
Excellent pitching from one of the many veterans on this roster. She is a junior, but she's one of the few upperclassmen on this Tiger roster.
her and Hannah Hunter are some of the veterans, as well as Maggie Huddleston in that pitching room.
Very experienced pitching room for this Tiger team, who otherwise is like you said, very, very young team with many sophomores and freshmen starting. You know, the senior pitchers are something that Coach Jackson can always rely on to bring leadership to this roster.
Yeah, 4 freshmen starting today for the Tigers, as well as 2 sophomores and 3 seniors. Going up against a bit more experienced Bulldog team. She will make contact, but it won't. But she's going to head right back to the plate. But no freshmen in the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Mostly juniors and seniors, along with one sophomore. She will make contact. It will go along the left field line, but won't be fair.
Thompson trying to stay alive here, keep the inning alive for the Lady Bulldogs. They have yet to get a runner on base in this inning so far.
Well, Sarah Kate Thompson hasn't done a whole lot today, was struck out in her last game. She will make contact there, and she's going to be tagged out at first. Bonvillain making the catch for the Tigers, and that will be the 3rd out of the inning. Well, Caitlin Province is going to get the inning started for Ouachita. The sophomore has had an excellent season so far. This will be her 78th at-bat. Has 21 hits and 15 runs recorded on the season. Province is a sophomore from Cave City, Arkansas. It's a graduate of Cedar Ridge High School. But Addison Abel is pitching for the Bulldogs here in the 2nd inning. Started the game and had some pitches that were getting pretty close to the batters. Don't know if that was intentional, playing mind games, or unintentional. But Abel is a sophomore from Sparta, Tennessee, and a graduate of White County High School. Has been one of the better pitchers in the Gulf South Conference for the Bulldogs, who are 4th in the conference standings of the GSC.
Fairchild checks in for Joust, and Leah Gardner is set to serve here. Gardner, very strong there. It's going to be a point for the Golden Suns. Jordan Klaus serving here. Hanson to Adams. Ouachita's calling for a deflection. Coach Friz very unhappy about that call. But regardless, a 1-point lead by Ouachita. And that almost hit into the net. As Kellen Church is going to check in for Emily Adams. Church. Palmer setting up Neal. Hanson going to set up Church. And Steinmeier, too much to handle. Boy, Ouachita leading by 3 right away. As soon as she went up, you just knew she was throwing that one down with some fury. Neal, the hooks. Hanson to Steinmeier. Again, another kill for the senior, Kayla Steinmeier. And we're at the midway point of the set, so we're going to switch sides here. Though a 4-point lead, it's going to keep me on the edge of my seat, I know that. Here's Kellen Church, serving away for Ouachita. Palmer to Hooks, nobody home. In that back line, and a point for the Golden Suns. Here's Hooks to Brazil, goes right into the scorer's table, and now Ouachita leads by just 2. Here's Hooks to Brazil, gets it over, but Fairchild gets the kill for Ouachita right away. And now Peyton Church is going to come in for Steinmeier. And she'll have an opportunity to serve here as Ouachita leads by 3. Right to Neal. Good effort by Ouachita, but nobody can get there in time. And it's going to be another point for the Golden Suns. And Ouachita's 4-point lead has dwindled to 2. Joust, Hansen, Fairchild. Excellent execution from the Tigers.
For most colleges, basketball season has come to a close, but for Ouachita's women's basketball team, they're not quite ready for their season to be over. When you walk into Bill Vining Arena, you can hear balls bouncing, coaches calling out plays, and fans cheering. But not today, because the Tigers are on their way to Shawnee, Oklahoma to face the Harding Bisons in the first round of the Great American Conference Tournament. The Tigers are coming in as the 7th seed in the tournament, and most people might count them out, as they're set to face the number 2 seed. But this team is confident in their abilities.
Like, it's just the same game as any other games. I mean, there will be a crowd. I mean, it is a conference tournament, but at the end of the day, it's just a game.
It has been a rough year for the Tigers, finishing the regular season with an 11-15 overall record and a 9-13 conference record. Despite all the challenges, Madeline Tipton, who was just selected to the All-GAC Honorable Mention team, finds the squad's performance throughout the season encouraging.
But I think we've gone through a lot of growth throughout this year. Throughout the year, we've had a lot of close games, and luckily here towards the end, we've learned how to finish them.
Tiger head coach Robert Dallimore has also been proud of the way his team has performed in the games leading up to the tournament.
We were in an elimination game on Thursday. We were in an elimination game on Saturday. And to be down double digits, and to be down 7 with about 3 minutes left on Saturday, and then down 5 in overtime with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Says a lot about the character of our girls.
This team is young, with only 4 upper-class women on the roster, but junior guard Lainey Mears, the newest member to Ouachita's 1,000-point club, has been encouraged by this team's ability to pick each other up and to encourage her to keep going.
Even though sometimes shooting-wise this year hasn't been great or as good as last year, my teammates always lift me up and tell me, like, next shot you're going to do good, like this, that, and the third. So I feel like that really gets me going, and knowing that I've worked on my game to score other ways because I knew I'd be guarded as a three-point shooter, so I think that's helped.
The Tigers lost both games this year to the Bisons and even lost to them last year in the tournament. But Coach Dallimore remains optimistic.
To say, well, Harding's tough for everybody. You know, so we're just going to have to play our A game. If we play our A game and we can take them off of their game, you know, then I like our chances.
Harding is well known for their towering front court, which features 6'4" Sage Holly, a former GAC Player of the Year and GAC First Teamer. Despite the size disadvantage, sophomore center Grayson Fairless does not shy away from the challenge.
I didn't spend all this time in the summer and in the preseason and during season to not work hard and to not show what I can do. For me, I don't see her as some huge girl, whatever. I don't see it as a mismatch. I just see it as an assignment that I have to go in there and get done.
Heading into this game, they know what is at stake.
You either win and keep playing, or you lose and go home. So we have to just stick to the big game plan and play together.
Winning this game will not be easy, but Coach Dallimore has watched this team make strides all season long, and he believes in his squad.
When we had to win, and the back was up against the wall, and all of the challenges that we went through, what I always tell them is just keep working and win the day. And if you keep doing that, in the end, you'll be rewarded.
It might have been a long road to make it to the GAC tournament, but the Tigers know they deserve to be here, and they expect nothing less than an opening round victory. For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Chris Gay. Best of luck to those Tigers.
I'm Chris Gay, and I'm joined by Ouachita's new career rushing touchdown leader, Kendall Givens. Kendall, thank you for joining me today. And over this weekend, you just hit 51 career rushing touchdowns. The 50 number was the golden number, you beating out TJ Cole, who had the previous record at 49. How does it feel now being on top of sort of a leaderboard where there's so many other great running backs that have played for Ouachita?
Man, it's a blessing, man. God is good. God has been faithful to me. And, like I told you earlier, man, that's just a smidget of what he's done in my life. And so I'm grateful. It's really like a team accomplishment. I got to celebrate with my teammates and my family. And so my family was there to watch it, And truth be told, man, I was really worried about getting the win. We were in a tight ball game. So, but man, yeah, it feels good. And it's all credit to my teammates and God.
Well, you came in as a freshman, and you had 23 rushing touchdowns. And did you see sort of when you first came onto the field for Ouachita, did you expect, I'm getting 23 this year, and then I'm going to be the all-time rushing leader for Ouachita?
Man, if I'm honest with you, my mom has always told me to speak things into existence. And so I got here, and the running back coach at the time was Peyton Morris, and I asked him to print out all the records. And my senior year of high school, when I knew I was coming here, Brockton Brown had just set the GAC rushing record, right? And it's funny because I still have the post in my phone. I sent it to myself on Twitter, and I told myself I'm gonna get that one day. And then I asked Coach Morris to print out those records, and I circled the top 2 in every category that deals with my position. And so I don't know if anybody else saw it coming, but not saying that that's what I play for and I was chasing that. I wasn't really chasing that, but that's just one of the accomplishments that I wanted to, set out to do. And so I mean, to answer your question, see it coming. I mean, I work hard, you know what I'm saying? And so that's just, hard work and dedication right there. So
TJ Cole, of course, your teammate from last couple years, he had the record. What did he say after you broke it?
He congratulated me and told me to keep going. Before he left, he was like, "Man, don't break all my records, man." Yeah, man, he congratulated me and told me keep going and told me just good luck in the next one because, that's the most important. And so he was just, joking around with me a little bit. But that's my guy. Yeah, he told me congratulations.
Well, I think coming into this season, some people had doubts about the offensive line because Hunter Jackson, Anthony Sherez, Peyton Stafford all graduated. Some people were like, well, is it really going to work the same way it has in the past? Mm-hmm. And I think it's pretty safe it has.
Let me tell you something. Man, those guys up front put in so much work. Oh, my goodness. So much work. And watching them improve week to week, and not to bring up the Harding loss, but I was so proud of those guys up front. Even though we lost, I went up to each and every one of them and I told them, I'm proud of you. And so and when we hear, right? We hear everything that people say about that group, and that's just continue to prove people wrong, and we prove ourselves right, and even if it's like that, while they're in school, the rest of the time for the rest of the season, that's okay if it's like that, because if we're the only ones that believe, that's okay. But I'm so proud of those guys up front. And, you know, my success is their success, and, you know, their success is my success. So we move as a unit, and I'm proud of those guys. And Coach Shockley, man, he does a great job. Oh, my goodness, does a tremendous job with the offensive line. And you know, he gets those guys rolling and gets them confidence. And, you know, and we try to pound the rock as usual. So I'm proud of those guys up front.
Oh, man, it's working. And speaking of guys that are able to find some success, Riley Harms.
Yes.
He, you know, he's having a career year, but you're even having a career year in the passing game, something that previously not all Ouachita running backs had been super involved with, but that's sort of the tide's kind of changing. Now you're the number 4 receiver on the team.
Yeah, that me and Riley put in some work this summer, man. We really worked on that, and we tried to make that an emphasis coming into the season. Getting everybody involved in the passing game, you know. Everybody they know us as a rushing threat, you know what I'm saying? And if we can get people off of us a little bit in the passing game, making sure people actually have to cover, you know, I know that's going to open up everything else for the receivers. And, man, I'm having some fun out there catching the rock a little bit. But, no, man, that's credit to some work that was put in this summer and conversations had with Coach Derb and him trusting me in the passing game, you know. I thank him for giving me an opportunity to even be out there, you know, catching a rock. So that's just credit to some work that we put in this summer.
All right. So not only rushing in the passing game has been great for you, or receiving game, that is. All right. What does this number mean to you? 100, 100. What does that mean in your mind?
A lot.
Okay, well, specifically what I'm thinking of is your completion percentage. You are statistically one of the best passers on the team. Are you going to give Riley a run for his money coming down for the rest of the season? I mean,
man, I hope you don't jinx me. I hope you don't jinx me.
Yeah, I know this was a rough game. It's you know, an up and down season, and I know that the tournament hopes have gone and have went and gone, but there's got to be some stuff that you can look at, not just from this game, but from the season here at home that you can look fondly upon. For sure.
You know, we had some pretty decent wins throughout the year. The Henderson games were good for us. Disappointing tonight. You know, I hate it for the seniors. I want them to go out and a little bit better fashion than that. Appreciate the fans hanging around. I don't blame them for kind of sneaking out early. That wasn't first half was just lackluster effort on our part. I was kind of disappointing with our guys, but you know that's when you got to reach down deep for pride. You know, we know we're not in the tournament, but you still have 2 home games to play. So that's the part I was most disappointed about. But hey, we got 1 more to play. Still got to kind of work through some things and keep building. That's what we're trying to do.
Only 7 rebounds in the first half, not at all what you or any coach would like to see. But what can you do better, or what can the team do better going into the next game against Arkansas Monticello and trying to fix up what you can do on the rebound goals?
You know, defense is effort, or rebounding is effort. You know, when you have to really go at it, you got to have a mindset to go in there, and we were lacking in that first half. We kind of stood around and watched, and that's not going to get it done. And they're a very good rebounding team, and they took advantage of our weakness there. But you know, part of it, you gotta keep working. Got to get guys that you know, that can go in there and really fight a little tougher than what we're showing right now.
Well, Tyler Haynes, Marvin Williams-Dunn, and Kobe Dunlap, you're only seniors on this roster. What have they meant, not just to the team, but what have they meant to you as a coach, being able to coach them, you know, Marvin and Kobe for 4 years and Tyler for 3?
Well, you know, this day and age of the portal, a 4-year guy is kind of rare. Right. So it was fun to have these guys that long, and man, they put a lot of sweat in on this floor and done some really good things. I know their senior year didn't happen the way they wanted it to go, but you know, they're going to be very successful in life, and they're going to get out of here and make, you know, they're going to be a part of a good family and make good decisions and live their lives.
Well, Coach, you guys, you know, this is the last time we'll see you this season here at home. What can fans hope next season as you guys will be coming into a new season in Bill Vining Arena?
Yeah, we'll obviously have some new pieces on board, and we'll take some of the guys that are coming back and build on that. We got some pretty good pieces, but there's still a lot more we need to get. But I want to thank you guys. I know this is your last year, and you guys are going to be very successful. Y'all do a great job for us, and I just want to thank you guys for being with us all year, and y'all do a super job with Dr. Babb, and you guys are, man, y'all are big time, and we got fans all over the country watching this, so appreciate you guys and what you do.
Well, Coach Nutt, it has been an honor and a privilege being able to talk to you after every game.